Shalom. Call hello Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kadash, Rakatah, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. And I'm kind of new to this TikTok thing, right? So I was just browsing through and I came across this video, this little skit right here from this woman, right? This sister, she see I wanted to go in on this because this is a mind state and the mindset of a lot of the women here in America, Babylon the Great. The so-called Black, Latino, and Native American woman is the Israelite woman, man. They are not Black women. They are not Latino women. They are not Native American women. They are Israelite women. They are the top women on the planet, but they do not act like it, man. And a lot of our sisters are bugged the hell out here in America, Babylon the Great. Right? They have this girl power, feminist spirit on them, that has completely destroyed the Israelite household, man. And a lot of these women, they have sold their nation out for gifts, money, jobs, public assistance, things of that nature. So, I just want y'all to hear what she said, and I'm gonna play it straight, and then we'll dissect it, through the spirit. Call hello, Yahweh Shem Shah. Shalom.
Let me share this to some of you, man, and I'm just going to be very transparent. When a woman says that she is being celibate, please understand that 9 times out of 10, she has a reason and a purpose behind being celibate. See, if you know that you are a man and you cannot be celibate and you're not trying to understand why she's on that journey, then just leave her alone. See, a woman that is on her celibacy journey, it's because of the fact that, one, she's probably on a mission and she's on a journey to deal so she can heal. 2, a lot of times, if she was somebody that had a lot of sex that may have come from like molestation or some type of abuse, then she's realized that the root of that sexual drive was from a place of perversion and not of purity. 3, she understands that when she has sex, it's not about a good feeling. It's not about an orgasm, but she understands that sex is a place that she creates, where 2 energies become one, where a creation is formed. See, a woman that is on her celibacy journey is a woman of purpose. She is a woman of vision. She is a woman who now understands that her body does not belong to just anybody. So if you know that you're a man and you cannot handle your urges and your desires, and you're not willing to understand that journey and walk that journey with her, then just leave her alone. My aunt said to me, "Girl, what's wrong? Are you afraid to get pregnant?" I said, "No, I'm afraid of STD." What's sexually transmitted diseases? No, I'm afraid of sexually transmitted demons. Because see, I realized how important sex was when I laid down with men, and I realized that I was obtaining some of their thoughts. I realized when I laid down with a man and understand that our purpose was not to create purpose together, how it took me off course. See, a woman who is on her celibacy journey and has a vision and it's about purpose, you think that you can come to her and you could be all sexy and try to turn her on and get her on in bed. It's really just a turn off for her. You see, she's more in tune with a man that is intellectual, spiritual, and mentally strong. And she can weed out the ones that try to come and approach her and play like they are, but they really aren't. So again, man, if she's on her celibacy journey and you, somebody that's not on that journey, you don't want to try to understand, be patient, don't waste her time. No need in trying to manipulate her, because as soon as she find out you're trying to manipulate her and you're trying to twist and say you're something different than who you really are, please know that all ties will be cut and she will just be a memory of someone you once knew.
So y'all heard what the sister was going into, right? Uh, she made some points that made a little sense, but see the thing with women and here in America, Babylon the Great, they use sex as a weapon. You know, now if a sister is by herself, then she, you know, she could be on her celibacy, which celibacy that's a term that the so-called white man came up with, because the way the Most High works is a man gets with a woman, they lay down and they multiply. You know, that's a law. You know, but what women do, they use sex as a weapon. You know, they'll say they're celibate, but they'll come out half naked. They'll say, "Oh, I want to be celibate," right? After they done had 20, 30 dudes done go up in them, man. Right? And women, just off top, if you have a husband, there's no such thing as you being celibate. Ain't no celibacy journey, ain't none of that. And that's in the scriptures. You ain't supposed to do that. You're not supposed to withhold sex from your partner unless y'all agree. Now, you say, you know what? I'm going on a celibacy journey. I don't want to have sex for a month or 2 months. If he agrees and y'all together, then okay. But if that man says no, if your husband, because sex is marriage. So if your husband says, well, I ain't with that, you can't say, well, I am. And that's what I'm going to do. Because then you're going off, man. Most High is going to destroy a lot of women like that, man. If that's your husband, if he wants it, you have to do it. The same way if you want it, he has to do it, man. You know? Let's get that in the scriptures. This is 1 Corinthians, right? Because she touched on the celibacy journey. She touched on sexually transmitted demons, which I'm with her on that, you know, because see, that's how you know men and women are not equal, man. Right? And I'm gonna get that too, the order. Every time a woman lays down with a man, she takes his spirit with her. You know? This is a fact, man. So when a woman is sleeping, if a woman slept with 10, 20 different dudes, she's going to have 10, 20 different spirits on her, man. And she's going to be bugged the hell out. Why is it, women ask yourself this, why is it that every time you sleep with a man and you get that feeling, I'm going to just keep it PG, right? You get that feeling like you never had before. You cleave to that man, right? All of a sudden, you love that man, right? Because the order is the Most High, Yahweh Shah, the man, the woman, and the children. There's no feminism in the Most High's order, man. So when you women have sex with a man, you're gonna naturally and spiritually be connected to that man. A man, he can sleep with 5. We're not telling no man to do that, but if he wanted to and he can afford them, he can have 3 or 4 or 5 wives. You know, he can do that. Women were not made like men, so we cannot be equal. Here it is. I can sleep with 5 different women, and I'm the same brother. A woman sleep with 5 different men, and she will not be the same, man. You know? So let me get this first, then I'll play it over, and then we'll go over a little bit over some other points she brought out. This is First Corinthians, I believe. First Corinthians chapter 7. First Corinthians chapter 7. Verse, I'm going to start at 2. It says, nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband. Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence, and likewise also the wife unto the husband, man. So y'all give that same, if that man wants sex, the woman gives it. If the wife wants sex, the husband gives it. You know? It's not 50-50. There's order. The husband protects and provides for the house. The woman, she is to nurture and care for the house and make sure the house is in order, man. Verse 4. The wife have not power of her own body. Why doesn't a wife not have power over her own body? Because she has a husband. Like I said, if you by yourself, you're not dealing with anybody, but nowadays, if a woman is by herself, man, in this society, hey, she either bugged out, right? No man want to deal with her because she got a big mouth, right? Or she could just be too busy to settle down. But then again, she's still sleeping around all that. No, you know. It says, the wife have not power of her own body, but the husband. And likewise, also the husband have not power of his own body, but the wife. So the wife controls the husband's body, and the husband controls his wife's body, man. You can't come with no celibacy journey. All that stuff is modern Roman, American, Babylonian, New Age doctrine, man. New Age philosophy. Right? Verse 5. Defraud ye not one the other, except it be with consent for a time, man. Meaning, like, y'all can come together and make an agreement. Okay, we're not going to do it because we fasting from this or whatever for the Most High. Right? A month, 2 months, whatever. But y'all have to consent together. Not the woman wake up and just because, you know, things not going her damn way, all of a sudden she want to withhold sex from her husband, man. She going the hell off, man. You know? It says, that ye may give yourselves to fasting and prayer and come together again. Right? So that way, you're doing is you're fasting and praying for the Most High and asking Him for certain things in the relationship that you would pray that He will bless y'all with, be able to accomplish and overcome things of that sort. So it says, and come together again, meaning after that time, y'all come back together and y'all start doing y'all thing. It says that Satan tempt you not for your incontinency, man. Because if a woman, if she's in a relationship and she don't have sex, her husband is never home the way they say that he's never home, this and that, she'll go to the next man to do it and get it. Likewise, the husband, if the woman and him and his wife is fighting and she withholds sex from him, what is he going to do? That's Satan creeping in, man. So in order for him not to do that, you have to be in agreement, you know? If you want to do something, you go over it with your husband. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come together, not a decision you make on your own. That's the thing with a lot of women in America, Babylon the Great. They believe that it's just them, even if they're in a relationship, man. Because our women are selfish as hell, man. And the Most High is not dealing with selfishness. The Most High gonna make sure you pay if you're like that. You can make it seem good and you can make it make sense, but it don't make sense. So let's play this. I got 2 more scripts and we're gonna shut it down. So
let me share this to some of you, man, and I'm just gonna be very transparent. When a woman says that,
see, her first thing, let me share this to some of you men. So off the top, she like, listen, you men gotta understand no matter what. This is what we gonna do. This is my journey. How the hell are you with a man for years and all of a sudden you want to be celibate? It's not new. It doesn't matter if you had sex and then you didn't have sex for 3 years. You're still that celibacy still ain't gonna stop anything, huh? It's not like you're a new woman because you don't have sex after having sex. A woman becomes a new woman when she abides in the order and in the ways of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, not of her own damn thoughts and her own damn ways, man. So men are not just gonna get it. Because if you women believe that, we're gonna get into that too.
she is being celibate, please understand that 9 times out of 10, she has a reason and a purpose behind being celibate. See, if you know that you are a man and you cannot be celibate and you're not trying to understand why she's on that journey, then just leave her alone. See, a woman...
That's not the way it's supposed to go, though. If a man is not understanding, right, and he asks his wife, he like, well, baby, why you came to this conclusion? And she's like, oh, just for me, I just want to, go on my journey, this and that. And he like, well, I'm not okay with that. If she says, well, the hell with you, this is about me, it's not about you, then if that man goes off, because how does a woman expect a man to deal with her and be her husband, and she not giving him none, man? So the woman can't get upset if the man goes and gets another woman. The same way a man has to understand your ways, you got to understand his. And this is the confusion, and this is the reason why America, Babylon the Great, is going to be destroyed, because it has destroyed the minds of our women, man. The minds of you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American women, man. The Israelite woman.
Woman that is on her celibacy journey, it's because of the fact that, one, she's probably on a mission and she's on the journey to deal so she can heal. 2, a lot of times, if she was somebody that had a lot of sex that may have come from like molestation or some type of abuse, then she's realized that the root of that sexual drive was from a place of perversion and not of purity.
So, you might have that. You might have, these women, they were molested young. So, to fill a void, they would seek a man in the streets or whatever. These niggas, right? And it would just be, hit it and quit it. Right? But still in all, these women, they find good men out here, decent brothers out here, man. And they don't want those brothers. They rather, because they say they're too corny. They don't have the edge. They don't have that edge I like. Which a lot of women are confused out here. A lot of our women are confused out here, man. It says she is reflecting on the root of her sex drive and is focusing on reversing it if the root is from a place of perversion, man. Which a lot of women are promiscuous. There's a lot of harlots out here, man.
Three, she understands that when she has sex, it's not about a good feeling, it's not about an orgasm, but she understands that sex is a place that she creates, where two energies become one, where a creation is formed.
Especially the so-called black woman, she deals a lot with witchcraft and sorcery, man. So she will use sex as a weapon to either keep a man or try to keep a man on a tight leash, man. This is why a lot of so-called black women, chiefly, they are single, man.
See, a woman that is on her celibacy journey is a woman of purpose. She is a woman of vision. She is a woman who now understands that her body does not belong to just anybody. So if you know that you're a man and you cannot handle your urges and your desires, and you're not willing to understand that journey and walk that journey with her, then just leave her alone. My aunt.
And where's she gonna be? Because ain't no man gonna deal with that. Unless you get a simp out here. Not no real man, they're not gonna deal with that. You know what I'm saying? 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh. So the order is the Most High, Yahushua, Salakia, Yahweh Shah, the man, the woman, and the children. You know, but in this society, it's the black woman who is God, and everybody else is just underneath her, man. Can't nobody tell her nothing. Whatever she wakes up and thinks in her mind to do, she's gonna do it. Everybody else has to accept it. If you don't, get the hell away from her. But then, when everybody gets away from her, she's angry at the world. Right? So hey, you can feel how you want to feel. Everybody else, they gonna feel the way they want to feel. You know?
Said to me, girl, what's wrong? Are you afraid of getting pregnant? I said, no, I'm afraid of STD. What's sexually transmitted diseases? No, I'm afraid of sexually transmitted demons. Because see,
and why are you a demon? Because you sleep with demons. You like Ray Ray and Pookie on the corner though. That's what you like. You like a nigga on the corner drinking a 40, smoking an ounce of weed that you see 9 o'clock in the morning when you leave for work, and when you come back at 6:30 in the afternoon, you see the same dude on the corner doing the same thing, man. That's the type of men that you Eves want. That's the ones you pick. You don't pick a decent brother that has a job, that goes to work and works hard, man. You don't want that, man. You want a drug dealer. You want a dope dealer, right? You want a scammer. That's what you want, man. So you get those demons on you when you sleep with those demons, man.
I realized how important sex was. Now I laid down with men, and I realized that I was appealing some of their thoughts.
That's the problem. You lay down with men, multiple, obtaining their thoughts. When it tells you in the scriptures, a woman is supposed to only have one man her whole life, man. You tell a woman that, she'll look at you like you got 3 heads, man. But hey, that's the way it's going to be. Whether you women like it or not, right? You are going to be sister wives. That's what you're going to be. And you're going to love it too. You're going to love it. Now you can't fathom it because the so-called white man Esau Edom has bugged you the hell out, man. But that's the problem. Our women are become harlots out here. Right? Our women have become harlots. Pure harlots, man. Right? Salakia, I'm trying to find this. Bear with me 1 minute, Israel. It says, Salakia. It tells you in the scriptures that there shall be no whores. All right, Salakia. Trying to find this real quick. So, this is Deuteronomy 23:17. It says, there shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, man. So when our women are whores, hey, they bug the hell out, man. Right? Nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. That's for another video, but you already know what that's going into, and you see a lot of that. Right? So because our women are whores, they all bug the hell out, man.
Realize when I laid down with a man and understand that our purpose was not to create purpose together, how it took me off course. See, a woman who's on her celibacy journey and has a vision and it's about purpose, you think
the only vision that you women should have is seeking Yahweh Shem Yahushua, getting you a man of the Lord, and through him learning the ways of how you're supposed to be, according to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, according to the scriptures, according to the Holy Bible, man. That's the only journey, that's the only vision you should be seeing, man.
That you can come to her and you could be all sexy and try to turn her on and get her on in bed. It's really just a turn off for her. See, she's more in tune with a man that is intellectual, spiritual, and mentally strong. And
first thing, you women don't really, you always got and especially a so-called black woman. Whenever, you dealing with a so-called black woman and you speaking to her, she'll always say things like, I want a God-fearing man. A lot of you sisters, you could not deal with a man of the Lord, man. You don't really want a man of the Lord. You don't. Because he gonna put you in your place, right? He gonna tell you where you going off. He gonna show you how to dress. You're not gonna like it. He gonna show you what you can and can't eat, right? And this is not to basically have you as a slave. It's to save your life. That's what that is, man. That's to save your life. That's not to grind you in the powder, man. Because listen, 1 Corinthians 11 verse 8, for the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man, right? Because through the seed the woman came, right? Verse 9, neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. So you women, you were created for the man. What does woman mean? Woman means female servant. Who is she a servant to? Her husband. So if you want to call yourself a woman, then you have to do the definition of what a woman is. The definition is female servant. You serve your husband. Continue.
And she can weed out the ones that try to come and approach her and play like they are, but they really aren't. So again, man, if she's on her celibacy journey and you, somebody that's not on that journey, you don't want to try to understand, be patient, don't waste her time. No need in trying to manipulate her, because as soon as she find out you're trying to manipulate her and you're trying to twist and say you're something different than who you really are, please know that all ties will be cut and she will just be a memory of someone you once knew.
So she said, don't try to sweet talk her and get her in the bed and things of that sort. Hey, listen, man. You women, throughout your lives here in America, Babylon the Great, you fell for the wrong type of man your whole lives, man. Right? And hey, it's not wholly your fault. It's your mother's too. Because the scriptures say, so he said, as the mother, so is the daughter. So if the mother didn't make good decisions, what makes us think y'all gonna make good decisions, man? But what y'all do is y'all sleep around, and then when y'all get all washed up, y'all want to come and get y'all a good brother. But then by that time it's all over, you know. You through. Spiritually, mentally, and physically, you through. So if you want to go on your celibacy journey and you want to wait and find yourself, and while you're doing that, there's a woman out here. There are women out here that's seeking husbands, that's seeking Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that wants a man of the Lord, that knows their place. Right? So this is Isaiah 4 verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach, man. So in these last days, it's going to be a decrease in real men. So they're going to be a complete number of women to each and every man. And that's not every man or any man. That's a man of the Lord, man. Because that's all it's going to come down to real soon. The men of the Lord, man. So you women, hey, if you want to get on your celibacy journey and you want to practice your witchcraft with your when you can just humble down, find you a man of the Lord, and you'll be all right. But no, you don't want to do that. Right? You want to have things your way. So you're going to be left out there, man. Call hello, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. I just wanted to go in on that. Shalom, Israel. Y'all women, you better get it together, man. You don't have that much time left. So with that, once again, call hello, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Wakal Shalom, Israel. Love y'all. Till next time, Shalom.